Hey, I'm Butterfly.
Hey, I'm Firefly.
Have you ever wondered if we aren't being told the truth about everything?
What have we been lied to about? Join us as we have conversations and ask questions about everything. We invite you to keep an open mind and consider the unfathomable.
Let's break the chains that enslave our minds. Come on, let's go down the rabbit hole.
What's up, Butterfly?
Hey, Firefly, what's going on?
Well, today we have a rabbit hole that you came up with because it was a story that you saw that was very interesting, and it's a new product that's kind of weird.
They bring out a lot of new products that are supposed to be for like to enhance our lives or to make things better.
It's enhancing you.
Or for our safety.
Yeah.
That always happens. But you know, it's funny because I actually heard this. It was like I don't know, do they call it headlines when it's on the radio? It's like a announce. I don't know. It's sort of like headlines, but
Yeah.
but basically, I was just listening to the radio in the car, and I got three ideas to talk, three rabbit holes in just a matter of like 5 minutes, and
They're everywhere.
It was just the headlines that they were talking about,
Especially radio news.
Yeah.
Radio is so mainstream.
Well, this was just like a music station, but in between the songs, they were like, oh, and this is breaking news and this and that. But so they were talking about this new thing that I guess is coming out. You know how everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people like those earbuds, which, okay, so that's a little bit of a rabbit hole on its own, which we might kind of get into a little bit, because those are actually really dangerous.
Yeah, because you have a lot of electricity going through your brain.
Basically, your brain is acting as the antenna.
Yeah.
So those wireless earbuds are not really a safe, good idea for you. But I think what happened was, and this is like a total conspiracy, I believe. So, like the iPhone, you know how they keep changing it all the time and making all these updates, but they also change the actual physical features.
Yeah.
And they're always like changing like the plug or the battery, the way you charge it or whatever, I think, so that you constantly have to like
so
get a new one.
So you can't plug in wired headphones anymore.
Right. So they changed the where you put the microphone jack. Is it called a jack, where you plug it into the phone? So that used to be a little round plug area, and you could listen to your wired earphones.
I did that for years.
While you were charging your phone, because the charging port was in a different section.
Oh, yes.
But what they did was they combined those and they made it all one spot. So there's no way to use your earphones while you're charging your phone.
Yep.
So I think that was by design. I think they did that so that, people would, another reason for them to want to get these wireless ones, like they don't want to deal with the wires, but also now, oh my gosh, like if you want to charge your phone, you can't use your wired earphones anymore. You've got to use the wireless.
The earbuds or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
AirPods.
So anyway, I heard about, and that was sort of a backstory, but I heard about a new product that's coming out. And I guess it was some Japanese company that has come up with these earbuds that can determine what kind of music you like based on brainwaves. So they're measuring your brainwaves, and it'll collect the data and record how you react to certain music, like the way that your brain reacts to different kinds of music, and then conveniently it will create a playlist just for you. Customize a playlist for you. Isn't that nice?
It kind of sounds like Larry Ellison. Remember, he was like, well, we're going to do a blood test, and then we're going to give you a AI created pokey, that is based on your blood because you have pre-cancer.
Yeah,
So
you're
we're
going to
gonna
get cancer one day.
Yeah, so we're going to anticipate the cancer that you're going to get and give you a shot that cures it ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's kind of like this.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's like I was thinking just in the few minutes I was listening to that, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what could possibly go wrong here?" Like these earbuds are going to measure your brain waves. First of all, that doesn't really sound safe. That you're just gonna like buy something at a store and put it in your ear and it's somehow measuring brainwaves.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
I
to
don't
me.
know enough about the technology
You know?
to feel like comfortable with that.
Yeah, I mean that seems like if you're gonna have your brainwaves measured, that you should be like in a, I don't know, like a doctor's office or some kind of clinical
you're like
setting.
in some kind of clinical setting
Not-
with professionals.
Not that I trust them either, but
You're just buying some product at Target.
yeah, but so that doesn't seem safe. But then also, like, do I want like this thing that I bought at Target or whatever to be measuring my brainwaves in such an intimate way that it's gonna know what kind of music I like? Like, what else is it gonna know about me? That's what I'm wondering.
Like, I don't need that much like probing into my tastes. Like, if I select that I want to watch, that I want to listen to this Metallica song, then deduce that maybe I'm in the mood for hard rock and metal.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But don't say, by the way, this made you have the hair on your arm stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give you some more that has that
Yeah.
specific brain function.
So that I just had an epiphany.
Epiphany.
So I wonder then if they would start. Remember when we were kids, there were all these rumors, and now I'm wondering if maybe they weren't rumors, that there were satanic messages in our music that if you played the record backwards, you would like hear like the. So maybe that was true, and maybe they're still doing that. Or maybe they're going to add things into the music based on like what you react to so that they can brainwash you in a certain way.
Totally, I can
You
see
know
that.
what I mean?
Because like if something makes you feel really good, they could put evil messaging subliminally into something like that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have a positive view of those evil things.
Right. And then, I mean, is it out of the realm of surveillance into the realm of mind control?
Well, that's true too. What surveillance is, people forget that surveillance is a slippery slope.
This to me is a slippery slope.
Yes.
This earbud idea that measures brainwaves, because they're putting it out there as like this is for entertainment, and how wonderful that we're gonna have like these playlists made just for you. But they always kind of introduce these things to us as like a good thing or convenient or for our safety.
Yeah.
And then turns out that it's like actually like gonna surveil us 24/7, or we're gonna have to take our shoes off at the airport or something ridiculous.
It's always a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And the slippery slope with this is brain chips.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because it's starting off with, well, no. These are just like earphones
And
that
you
are
can take
very
them out.
sensitive. You can take them right out.
Yeah.
But then you have Joe Rogan going, dude, memory sucks. And
Yeah.
your brain sucks.
It can be improved.
It could be improved, dude. And then he's kind of got like Joe Rogan. He's the ultimate controlled opposition, right? So he comes out and he goes, you know what? It's inevitable. Everyone's gonna have to get the chip, bro. You're not gonna be able to compete anymore.
Yeah.
And so this is all a slippery slope. It starts off with these headphones that get normalized where they're like listening intently to specific dendrites and synapses in your brain and like taking in that data and then making recommendations to you. Well, how much of a jump is it to now you put these headphones in and you become like remember in Brendan Fraser's The Mummy?
Yeah.
And the mummy comes back and he raises up a cult of like dudes in Egypt and they're walking through the streets and they're going, Hemotep. What if right when you put the headphones in, your eyes roll back and you're just like, Hemotep. And you're like, so do you want lunch, butterfly? And you're like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, how, like, can't you just see, like, all the kids jumping on board with this? Like, they all want those earbuds now, or earbuds or whatever. Like, can't you just see them, like, saying this is the next cool thing? And
what if they put them in and they become little, like, walkers, and then they get on their e-bikes and start doing wheelies?
Yeah.
And that's like, dude, now you got this kid on an e-bike doing wheelies. He weighs 250 pounds. He's, like, diabetic, and he's got brain chips.
Right.
That's what they want.
This could be a way of, because I could see like a lot of people jumping on board with this, and then the next step would be like, oh, it'd be so much more convenient and easy if you just like bypass the buds and we'll just do a brain chip. Then you don't have to, they're so easy to lose. You know what I mean?
Slope.
It's so easy to lose. But if you have a brain chip, you don't have to worry about losing it or forgetting it or bringing it with you.
It's always there.
It's always there. And I could see a lot of people going, oh, okay. Like my friend who said, I don't have a problem with having a chip. I haven't done anything wrong.
I haven't done anything wrong.
So it's okay. I don't mind being surveilled all the time.
Here's the slippery slope with the chip too. Totally. And here's the slippery slope with the chip too is people go, well, just think I could have like ChatGPT searches in my head.
Oh,
so
I
now,
can't think of anything that could be wrong with that.
I don't even have to trip out. Like if I'm somewhere and I want to know where I'm at or learn about this tree or learn about this bug, it's just in my brain. I can just access the World Wide Web. Now, what they don't think about though is, okay, yeah, but then also that's probably a two-way channel. So it's uploading stuff into you and it's telling you things.
Right.
And it's telling you what to think.
Yeah. So I think that's where this could be headed. It could be used for mass surveillance, mass mind control, and basically telling you what to think. And remember that thing we were talking about recently, where they want to autocorrect our thoughts?
Oh, yeah. That was what Eric Schmidt was talking about.
I don't want my thoughts autocorrected.
Totally.
Yeah. So you were saying that they want to autocorrect, basically change your political opinion if you like text something they don't like.
The context that we were talking about that was because you were talking about how the U.S. mail system has become so broken that you can't even really mail a letter to your friends. But it's because what they want you to do is just send a text with a photo.
Right.
When you're visiting your favorite place and you want to take a picture and show your friends, you don't mail them a postcard with a sentiment on it anymore.
Yeah.
You send them a text message with a photo, and then we can auto-correct that.
Yeah.
In real time.
Because he said that they were going to auto-correct our political opinions. Right?
And then what if now you put your headphones in and it's auto-correcting your thoughts before you even think them.
Yeah.
So
God, it's so scary. The thought police from 1984 are
so now
on
you
their way.
think something and you start to go, you know what? The Culture Club sucks. And then your brain chip goes, incorrect thought.
Yeah.
And like calibrates you.
Yeah, it calibrates you in real time. So like as you even start to think that, it probably corrects it before you would even
what
speak it.
What if it does like electric shock? Kind of like.
So anytime you think the wrong thing, you're in pain.
They had like South Park kind of reveals the method sometimes.
Yeah.
And Cartman was swearing and he got in trouble for swearing, so they put like this electrode on him, so every time he said a swear word, he got electric shocked.
Wow.
That's how political correctness could be in the future, where you just, if you say something that's politically incorrect, you just get shocked by your brain chip, and then it conditions you to be compliant.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where this is headed.
Totally.
I think that's what they want to do.
They don't want people misbehaving.
No.
They want everybody going with the flow right into their demise.
And like just being somatized and numb and jaded isn't enough for them. They want to be able to have complete control over us. And if they can control and correct our thoughts...
That's total control. I was also thinking, what if now you've got brain chips? So this product is a slippery slope to brain chips.
Yeah.
So let's just talk, like, you've got a brain chip. What if, like, you go to Starbucks and you drink your coffee and the chemicals in your coffee interact with your brain chip? And so now you're getting mind controlled even more powerfully by the products that you're eating and the stuff that they're spraying on you. Because remember how we talked about the pokies? The pokies make people susceptible to 5G and the spraying, and it makes them more compliant when they go drink their Starbucks. What if the brain chip is that on steroids?
Exactly.
So now, once you get chipped with your brain, now all these other things, 5G, Starbucks, and chemtrails, all of that stuff is interacting with the brain chip. So now their hold on you becomes just very, very solid.
Right. Because, I mean, why do they want to watch us all the time? They want to control us.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the one thing that people forget. They just go, well, I'm not doing anything wrong, so I don't care if they're surveilling me.
Yeah.
Well, surveillance is predicated on control. That's the reason they're surveilling you.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that people have kind of accepted, that we have cameras filming us everywhere.
I know.
I don't think that's good.
I don't either.
You're not supposed to. My Fourth Amendment says you're not supposed to surveil me unless there's a probable cause that I'm going to commit a crime.
Yeah. So they're basically, it's like kind of like under the assumption that like there's going to be crimes happening all the time, and they've put this idea out there so that people have accepted it because they've made it like say, well, this is for your safety. We have to have all these surveillance cameras all over the place because, you know, there could be crimes and we want to keep you safe.
And that term crimes is a slippery slope, because a crime should really be just like bodily or financial harm that you're doing to somebody. But now a crime is saying lesbian.
Yeah. The thought police.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a crime.
They don't even want you thinking the wrong thing.
You said something bad about those people from that country from 1948. That's a crime now,
Yeah.
according to that czar that Trump put in there.
Totally.
He's like,
so just saying the wrong thing, and then like, so what makes something wrong? I mean, that's somebody's opinion, right? I mean, you saying something that somebody thinks is wrong is...
That's a subjective
Yeah.
value. But when it becomes a crime, now you are under surveillance and they control your mind. And every time you think a thought, that you can commit a thought crime now.
Now it's a thought crime.
Which is where they want us to get. Because that's absolute power. When everyone is afraid to even commit a thought crime.
Yeah, if you can't even think, then it's like we're literally living in that story, 1984, where he was like terrified to even in his own house, the TV was watching him, and, you know, he was afraid to think the wrong thing.
Plus, you know how my mom went up to that retreat and she didn't have her phone for like 5 days?
Yeah.
And she just like meditated and didn't talk to anybody. If you have a brain chip, you can never do that.
No. They'll know what you're thinking.
You can never unplug.
No.
So, and she talked about how good she felt from doing that. You'll never get that reset.
I don't think they want people doing that. So, you know, a lot of people might listen to this kind of thing and be like, oh my gosh, that's so far-fetched. That's never going to happen. But they've already talked about doing this stuff with, they call it the Internet of Things. And where they want the internet basically connected to humans, which is exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, like my mom's fridge can be connected to the internet.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know. I can't even think of like one time where I would be like away from my house and go on the internet and go, wait a second, I want my fridge settings to be changed a little bit.
Yeah.
I want the crisper just a little colder.
I know, like, why do you need that? And so many people have these ring cams, you know, on their doorbells and stuff. And then they've got like Alexa in their living room where they can like control their music and stuff. But basically this thing is just listening in and spying on you all the time. So.
And then we talked about the phones, both the Android and the iPhones. they listen into your environment so intently that they can actually tell your heartbeat.
Yeah.
So you're laying on the couch over there, and your phone's over here on the counter, and the phone is listening into your environment so intently that it can gauge your heart rate all the way over there.
That's scary.
And people just kind of just go, oh yeah, well, whatever, they're listening. You know?
Yeah, what can we do about it?
And that's not good.
No.
Because being surveilled is a slippery slope to control.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of the main problem with this whole thing.
What's the white pill?
It's all about control. The white pill. Well, I guess don't.
Boycott.
I guess don't. Yeah, boycott. Don't get those earbuds.
I mean, I do wear my wireless headphones almost everywhere I go, but they're not like those.
They're not the earbuds. Yeah, I think yours are a little safer. I hope, but there's some good things about the old way that we did things. Like, I remember making like mixtapes
Totally.
for people, and or like making a mixtape for a party. I had this mixtape that I loved. It was so good. It had all the best dance songs and cool music,
Yeah.
and I used to play it in my car, and my friends loved it. Like, we called it the party mix.
Yeah.
And every time we'd like cruise around, we'd put that tape in, and it was so fun. And then I would make mix CDs, and I would give those to people and stuff, and those were always really fun. And now you can't even really do that anymore, because like most people don't even have CD players. So if you want to like give somebody a mixtape, you have to basically just make a playlist and send it to them,
Which you can do.
Which you can do, but I always think that those digital things can always disappear. And I've told this story before.
Yeah, that's true.
They can wipe it out. They wiped out, I'm not sure who it was, deleted like almost my entire music library on my iPhone.
Oh, yeah. They totally
And I mean, I had thousands of songs, like, and I had them all in like these mixed tape sections. Now, luckily, I made CDs out of a lot of them, so I have the hard copy. But, when you have like everything digital, they can just wipe it out whenever they want for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason was,
Totally.
but I'm missing like all of my music.
Whereas if you have a bunch of mixtapes in a hard copy tape, then they would have to burn your house down to destroy it.
Exactly. So, what's wrong with making even if you have to do it the digital way, making a playlist? You can, the music that you like, do you really need some thing in your ear measuring your brainwaves to come up with music that you're going to like?
No.
That seems really frivolous. Isn't even like the right word for it.
Well, it's not special anymore
No.
now, because what used to be cool is when a song came on that you really loved and it made you feel so good. It was cool because there was an element of chance and happenstance to it.
Totally.
That made it even more powerful.
Right. Like, I remember, driving around with my friends, and then like a favorite song coming on, and we would be so excited,
Totally.
because we couldn't just like hear it anytime we wanted to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like TV, like
On demand.
like on demand. I remember when we were kids, we would get excited about the specials that would come on at certain times of the year, or certain shows of the week. We couldn't just like watch anything we wanted anytime we wanted.
When you and I were kids, if you wanted to watch something, you had to be sitting in front of the TV with that channel on right when it came on.
Yeah.
And you would be aware that things were on at 8 p.m. You would know that. Now, it doesn't matter.
No.
All you do is you just on demand everything, and that cheapens things.
Yeah, and I think that kind of goes back to our previous episode about memory and the shortened attention span that people have. People aren't willing to wait for something to come out anymore, or to listen. Now they're gonna want to like listen. They're not gonna want to like look for the songs they like. They're gonna want to just have these earbuds that tell them these are the songs that you're gonna like.
Yeah, and so it'll make music kind of obsolete, because if you can listen to a song you like on demand all the time, any song that you want, then listening to a powerful song is going to become very passé and kind of mundane.
Yeah.
You know, so that could maybe get so you don't even really feel it anymore.
Right. So the whole premise to this thing is that they're measuring the brainwaves, which will basically measure like your feelings towards whatever this music or song is.
Yeah.
Measure how you feel about it. Well, maybe you'll
Epiphany.
what if they want to delete our feelings
That's right.
along with our memories? Maybe they're going to make it so we don't feel anything when we hear this music, so we have no reaction to it.
So right now they're like, well, I noticed that made the hair on the back of your neck stand up. We don't like you having that feeling. So what we're going to do is make this song so readily available to you that it becomes mundane and you don't even have any feeling to it anymore.
Yeah, or maybe they'll like somehow tweak the you know how there's different parts to sound and there's like megahertz and all these different waves that the music puts out, and those affect your brain waves. Maybe they'll tweak those in a way that will make the music not be as impactful or have
totally.
the same.
So they're gonna,
impact
because
on
they're
us.
always crunching data.
Yeah.
So they're gonna, if they start putting these earbuds in people where they can detect certain synapses that are taking place in your brain, then they're gonna collect that data and they're gonna study it and they're gonna go, why don't we just start promoting music that makes people violent?
Yeah. Or makes people numb.
Or makes people numb.
Or
kill themselves.
Or, okay, I just had another epiphany. They're going to collect the data for sure, because they're collecting data on all of it, on everything we do. And what if they go, okay, we realize that this particular sound or whatever is making the person have like goosebumps. We're going to put that particular sound into these other aspects of things that they're hearing to control their emotions and how they feel.
Or they'll study it, and then when they have their antichrist politician that comes up and becomes all powerful, they're going to have his speeches laden with those types of messages and images that are going to invoke those goosebump feelings.
Yeah.
So people are going to be like, oh my God, that guy gives me the goosebumps. He must be amazing.
Yeah, so they can put those feelings out there for us
Whoa,
to hear
so this is
whenever they want.
This is a slippery slope to that.
Yeah, this is a slippery slope to it. Kind of like is a slippery slope down several different avenues of different rabbit holes.
All of them not good.
Not good.
So they could actually study this data and they can do really manipulative things. So then what's the white pill?
White pill.
So like this product is coming out, should we boycott it? Probably.
Yeah,
you
for
don't
sure.
need that.
We don't need it.
You don't need that. And then also, get back to old school shit.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the technology is leading us to become walkers.
Yeah, it's totally leading us to become walkers.
So get back to old school shit. Read a book every once in a while. Like what I've been noticing on my walks now, I'll take my headphones off and just listen to nature for a big chunk of the walk.
I like taking walks without listening to music because I like to listen to the nature sounds. I like to hear birds and see butterflies.
Totally. Whereas if you got your head in your media, you're not really paying attention to your surroundings.
That's why I always feel sad when I see like moms like on walks or jogs or whatever with their kids in a stroller, and the kids got like an iPhone that they're watching or an iPad. Yeah. It's like, oh God,
they're not watching outside.
Yeah, the kid's not.
I tell my daughter to do that. I'll say, I'll be like, put your phone away and observe nature when you're grounded. Yeah. Because that's an important thing to do, because when you tap into nature, we've talked about this, that reconnects your memory to your ancestors and to your primal roots. All this electronic stuff and all this media, it gets you sucked into the blue pill.
Totally.
You got to stay red pilled. So that's one of the white pills for this episode is keep doing old school stuff. Don't be so sucked into these things that you're constantly plugged in.
Right.
Because if you're constantly plugged in, you're going to get blue pilled.
Exactly. And we don't want to be blue pilled. We want to be red pilled.
You have to be red velvet cake.
Red velvet cake.
What is that?
That's red pill and white pill
Red
swirled
pill
together.
and white pill swirled together. So this might make you blue pilled and black pilled.
Yeah.
And that's like violet cake. It's not as good.
Not good.
Any other things for this one?
I think that was it.
That was good.
Yeah, I hope everybody's listening on wired earphones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wired or
Yeah.
no, don't be listening. And it'd be weird if like they said, well, this podcast caused people to be red pilled. So when you listen with those headphones, it like shuts off on those certain words.
Yeah.
It could totally do that.
Totally do. That's an epiphany.
This is a new censorship tool.
Yeah. So we were talking about the thought police, like censoring our thoughts. This is how they could do it too.
Like
they could
go,
just turn off.
Wait a minute, you guys red pilled somebody, because what if in your brain, I'm sure this happens, when you get red pilled, there's certain phenomena that takes place in your brain, certain synapses that they can detect with these headphones.
They're going to be able to detect that stuff.
So they're going to go, well, we will not allow red pill information through these headphones.
Yeah.
Like anytime something red pill is going to come through, we just mute that.
The headphones will be editing in real time. They'll be like, you know how they have like noise canceling headphones?
Oh yes.
These will be like wrong thought canceling
That's
headphones.
right. Or what I was thinking is maybe it's like a fact check, like there's an Indian dude's voice that comes through your headphones. So we go, Satan started Bilderberg in 1954, and then an Indian dude comes through and goes, Satan did not start Bilderberg. This is a fact check. Now go on.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was good.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.